So it is New Year's week, and what have you done? Sorry. A John Lennon impression, I guess. But, yeah, um, it's still technically part of Christmas time and Happy New Year's time. So, yeah, that was a little jerk there to add a bit of opening levity to the second episode of this week's Fun Facts with Liam. And there's a bit of a theme going on other than the whole, um, you know, these things happened in New Year's in different varying years and centuries and blah blah blah. But um, yeah, um, it basically took um, my neck of the woods, England, at least England, 52 years to fully accept the Gregorian calendar. Yeah, and there was even it gets very complicated. But basically, in a bit of a to cut a very potentially long political story short. The Gregorian calendar fully was actually accepted. 52 in 1752. It took basically 52 years for England, for Great Britain, whatever, to fully accept the Gregorian calendar. And yeah, there was even something to do with it. Kind of involved the whole Americans and possibly Canadians and all the former British and North American territories, hence why I said Canadians as well, to fully convert to the Gregorian calendar, which may also be part of the whole what do you call it? The time, yeah, the how years are recorded. Like how Americans, for example, have the. Sorry if I've offended any Americans out there, but it's all obscure stuff, and hopefully it's fascinating, and hopefully I'm not too tipsy, so I can, you can make out what I'm saying. But basically, fun fact: pretty much every English speaking kind of anglophone kind of place had the what's now the American, you know, time and date calendar thing, and I think it owes to the whole part of the fact that I'm spouting, to do with the when the Gregorian calendar was newly accepted in the 1750s by at least England and so on and so forth. Yeah, and there was even a bit of a bit of a short war about it in that year, in 1752. But I'll at some point, maybe tomorrow, because it's late and everything, and I'm a bit not tired, but I just want to zone out a bit and drink and be merry. Well, the rest of it anyway, as they say. For tomorrow, I might die. Theoretically possible. I don't intend on dying. Obviously, I'm not. Yeah, YouTube and Google, don't put that suicide watch thing on my video. Don't do it. Don't do it, as New Order said in a very good song, which is also called "Don't Do It." Don't put your finger on the button. I highly recommend that song. It's a club banger. But yeah, that's pretty much it for old Blighty's stubbornness for some reason not accepting the Gregorian calendar for a little over half a century, and it was it kind of fed into, even though that was 20 years late after that, 20 plus years after that, it fed into the you know, the good old American Revolution, I suppose, amongst other things, taxes and blah blah blah. Politics can be both fascinating and really dumb and frustrating at the same time. So yeah, it's just I included that one because it's fascinating that a nation will be so stubborn as to debate over a calendar for so many years. But you know, even now in certain places, you know, at least England, and Scotland, Wales maybe. Less so the Irish now, but like in Northern Irish now, but especially parts of Northern England, Scotland, Wales, still very to their roots, their religious roots. So I can kind of see why it took there was like 52 years of tension to do with the Gregorian calendar. Sort of like and if you've seen the previous episode, it's sort of like the whole Roman Catholic thing with no, we want to keep it as 25th of March, the Ides of March, and blah 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 and stuff like that. I think it's to do with the Ides of March, probably to do with Caesar. It makes sense because I think Caesar actually got whacked on that day, on the 25th. I think it was the 25th. It was March anyway, hence the Ides. But it's to do with that whole Roman Catholic thing, for example, in the previous episode in overall episode 106. But yeah, with that, I'll shut my gob now and get to editing this. And I think after I'm done with all this, I'm going to watch a film. Right now, I'm watching Homewrecker with what's her name? One of Tommy Chong's lesser known daughters. I don't mean that as like a stab. It's just she's quite obscure. And then Alex Esser from Doctor Sleep. If you're also a horror film fan like me, you'll know the names. And also from a really almost Epstein-esque kind of culty film from 2014 called Starry Eyes, and also Pope's Exorcist. That wasn't half bad. Pope's Exorcist, I liked it. And Ralph Ineson Finchy from the original British Office, and also kind of county-wise, I suppose, a fellow Leeds lad like myself. Well, as far as my family goes, wasn't exactly brought up in Leeds, but it's near enough. Liversedge, Murfield kind of area nearby. Perhaps I was kind of born in Dewsbury, but I kind of identify at least half heritage-wise, I guess, as a Leeds lad like Ralph Ineson, who voiced the demon in The Pope's Exorcist, and is also the voice of Galactus in the newest F4 film, for example. But enough chin wagging, as one of my lovely teaching assistants that helped me through my depression when I was a kid or teenager. That's enough chin wagging for today. Well, this episode anyway. So yeah, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and all the rest of that bunkum. And yeah, I'll see you in the next ones.